Pam, really appreciate you coming down to Florida, making your way down here for the event that we're all hosting, being a co-sponsor of our Tampa training event.
So let me tell you a little bit about Snom
Okay.
and our partnership with Telin. We appreciate you guys. Our best partner with 3CX, and we have such a great partnership. We work together. We give you guys leads. You give us leads, and it's just it just bonds, right?
It's a symbiotic relationship.
And the thing that is really important to us and to Telin is that we build relationships with our clients. It's not about, who has the best anything, but it's about the best service. And I feel like Telin has that, and that's why we partner with you guys. Because we've had so many clients not being able to get the service that they deserve or need, and you guys have been able to supply that for us, and it's a great fit. And all your employees, all your account managers, everyone is so helpful, like, to their customers. And you can just see it, like, here at the show. It's amazing. Like, there's just this bond that I have never seen in this industry. Like, literally have never seen happen. And you guys did that, and you built that, and, we want to continue to grow that and build that relationship with you guys and with your clients. It's just amazing what you guys have done in a very short time.
No, I think that's something that we share. I mean, we've all built our business on relationships, and I think that's probably the biggest differentiator that separates both of us in this industry. What would you say Telin brings to the table that differentiates us from other places to buy Snom from?
So one of the biggest things is, well, you guys have the knowledge, of course. But the biggest thing is that you really care about your customers. Like, okay, for example, one time you guys wanted white phones. We don't do white phones in the United States. We just don't. And he's like, I have to have them, right? And you were not going to give that up because you wanted to help your client.
Yeah.
So we got it done.
Yeah.
We got the white phones in, and now we actually stock a few because of that. But like, it's just the intensity that you guys have to help your clients. Whether it's a white phone or if they're having a problem with something, it doesn't matter. You guys do it. And we do the same thing. Like, so, we have North American based support, and all our engineers will talk to people. You can call our, tech line anytime, and they will answer. And if they don't answer, they'll call you right back. You guys do the exact same thing. And I think that's what, formed that good relationship, not only with you guys, but with your customers and with our customers. And we trust giving our customers, like if we have leads or whatever, we trust giving those to tell them because we know that you guys are going to take care of them.
And of course, vice versa. And talking a little bit more about the solution, I think another big thing that I'd like to talk about is the relationship that we share with 3CX that allows us to create one solution here. Both Telin and Snom have a relationship with 3CX, allowing you to interrupt your products with them, make it a seamless transition when we're moving from any other manufacturer. And then from the help and support from Telin, bringing in the servers, the SIP trunking, the support, the licensing, that really allows us to create a full solution for these partners. But talk a little bit about your relationship with 3CX.
So it started, 3CX in Cyprus works with our European division, and that's how the relationship started. But now, in the last 4 years, that's all I've worked with is the 3CX partners, and we formed a really good relationship with 3CX. We are now a preferred vendor for 3CX, which is awesome, and we work with them on a daily basis. And I talk to probably every day. I probably talk to at least 50 partners with 3CX. And so, it's just been able to build that relationship with their partners and with Snom and just, growing it. So.
Well, I think what I like the most about our relationship that we share at Telin is the simplicity factor. There's nothing complicated behind what we sell. The benefits that both Snom have and Telin are very, very simple. And if you don't mind, tell me a little bit more. Pretend I don't know anything about Snom. What are the big benefits? Why would I want to buy Snom?
Because of me. So Snom has been in the industry. They were the first in VoIP. We have our own acoustics lab in Berlin, Germany, which is where it originated, where Snom originated. We have a 3-year warranty on all our products, which is the highest in the industry. We have, like I said, North American based support. So you can call me, you can call anybody at Snom, and you will get a hold of someone. Unlike a lot of our competition, you just can't talk to anyone there. It's very difficult. So we have, what we try to do is build relationships with our partners, and if we can't do that, then everybody sells a product, right? It doesn't matter. Like if we had the best product in the whole world, we wouldn't need salespeople. It would just happen. And so we try to build on relationships and to help people and their businesses.
Absolutely, and I think that's where Telin's able to step in to take that a step further. I mean, without us, you guys have all of that North American, but with Telin as that value add, it's just that additional layer of additional expertise and technicians and on the post-sales side, salespeople on the pre-sales side. We're able to help with design and implementation. I know Snom is very well known for the decked solution. Can you tell me a little bit about what differentiates your decked solution?
We work with, so our handsets, you normally have to buy a product that costs like $15,000 to check when you need another base station. So our deck products, the handset tells you when you need to put a new base station up. We do sell repeaters. We don't recommend them. Just put another base station in. But you can take the handset and walk around anywhere, and it'll tell you when you need to put another base station in. And they transfer from one base station to another semeously.
And with that new M900 series, how many base stations can you put together?
1,000.
Yeah. So I mean that's amazing. I've heard a lot of customers and partners in the 3CX industry. It seems that a lot of hospitals, university campuses,
for sure.
City contracts, those are becoming a lot more popular as the world's adapting VoIP. So having the ability to go to these large areas and implement a product like that, I mean, nobody else has that on the market. And having that tool to build in, and I mean, we train our engineers very well, but I mean, it's you could train somebody on their first day how to use that tool that you're referencing to be able to build out a full solution for a opportunity like that. I mean, it's so simple and so straightforward that you guys make it. It's awesome.
Yeah, we sell to a lot of hospitals, and our M90 is our newest, and it's antibacterial. It's white foam, but it's very secure too, and that's a big issue these days. So our deck products are completely secure. You don't have to worry about any of that. And a lot of the hospitals now, just like the nursing stations, will use those, and then the maintenance departments use those a lot. So it's amazing what's happening now. And also we are coming out with for assisted living. So we have the big button phones that VTech makes, which is the owner of Snom. And we're going to make those SIP. So they're going to be going into a lot of assisted living facilities.
And that's used for like the panic buttons, kind of things like that. No, that's amazing. I mean, my personal favorite, I'm biased, obviously. I use a desk phone, but the D785, I can't keep on our shelves. It is the best phone that we've seen on the market. The ability to sell it for, I mean, a fraction of the competitors' pricing, and you're getting features like built-in Bluetooth. You can get, if you want to do a Wi-Fi dongle, we can turn any of those phones into wireless phones with a Wi-Fi dongle. Go and get the SP50, the additional conference phone that you just add right on there with a dongle. Click to speakerphone, and now I got a conference phone in my office. It is seriously the best phone that I've ever used from a quality standpoint, ease of use, and for our partners, the pricing obviously makes a big difference. Tell me a little bit about how you guys combat that, because pricing's always has increasingly became more of a problem with vendors, with things like Amazon and places like that, where you're getting some guy buying 100 phones, keeping them in his garage, and then reselling them for dirt cheap. So how do our partners actually make money on those phones?
So there's different ways that they can do that. Some of your partners, our partners, they don't even charge for the phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they just charge for the recurring revenue because the price of our phones is pretty low, I guess, compared to our competition. But so some of them don't charge for it, some of them do. We do have a MAP policy, so we try to enforce that as much as we can. We can't always do that because somebody will come out there and sell it cheaper. A lot of times though, those phones are the international versions or they're older versions, and then it doesn't work. So when people do that, and I used to sell direct to end users.
Mm-hmm.
So when and it was so frustrating because they would go like, Google a Snom phone, and then it's like, oh, well, I found it for $1, right? And you're like, but it's not the right phone. And if something goes wrong and it doesn't work, then you're going to call me and want me to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's all about the service. It's not about, if the phone costs $1. It's about what you guys, your customers, what you guys, and what we're going to do to support that. So, and it's so frustrating, and if somebody does sell below, our MAP pricing policy, we call them out on it, and we call them once, we give them a warning, slap their hands, but if they do it again, we cut them off.
Number one, you hit the nail on the head, and I think that's what Telin has really been able to bring an education to the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yes.
We don't need to be selling these phones the way that phones used to be sold.
Right.
You should be
It's a
going in
service.
here and including everything in a no upfront cost. You're wrapping everything into this monthly service,
Mm-hmm.
And that allows our partners to benefit the most. So I couldn't agree more there. In addition to that, remind me, doesn't Snob's able to track those serial numbers? So if you do buy it from an unauthorized dealer, or a refurbished or reused place, if you go to try to get an RMA for
It's not going to work.
you're going to get denied.
It's not going to work.
So
Nope.
you guys have that lockdown. It gives those partners that safe haven and safety net when they're going and selling those phones,
Yep.
because they are authorized dealers.
And we also do so we do advanced replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a phone that just doesn't work for whatever reason, which never happens, okay, maybe sometimes, but we will send a new phone, send a call tag for the defective phone, and this is for 3 years. It's not like a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
We do a 3-year warranty, longest in the industry. So yeah, and so anytime there's a problem, so your customers don't have to send a service tech out, so that costs driving, it costs time, it costs their customers money. So we just send a new phone and a call tag, and nobody has to worry about it, right? And that's huge.
It is massive. I actually dealt with that. We were moving offices, and we got some phones that got banged up. I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to have my desk phone for a few days. I called Pam, and the next day I showed up at work in the morning, and I had my desk phone right on my, or I had a brand new D785 right on my desk. So that advanced replacement is amazing. And the phones are very durable, so the amount of times that we have to use it is very minimal. But when we do have to use it, which everybody's going to run into with any manufacturer,
right, absolutely.
a very pleasant experience.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, I cannot tell you, everybody who calls our support, they're so happy. It's amazing because I've heard, when you try to call other support from our competition, there is none.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's one of the things that we really, inspired to do, because, again, it's not about the product, it's about the service. And that's just huge. If you don't have service, then you really don't have a product. And
Absolutely.
And that's why we partner with Telin, because you guys, you help your customers so much, and they love that. And we can't support all of that like you guys do, right? So
Yeah.
we're like, hey, just call Telin. They'll take care of it, right? We can't configure and do all the things that they want or need, because it's each of your customers has like a niche market.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can make it work for whatever they need. Where, we're kind of just like the big, green monster. And then you guys,
Well, I hate to take advantage of that point, but that's a very true statement. Even with a company that we back so much like Snom with such great support, Telin has a reason to be in the industry, because it's great to work with one company just for your phone. But when you have the ability to work with one company for your phones, your servers, your SIP trunking, your software, your billing, SD-WAN, infrastructure as a service, the list is endless. What we're trying to do is build a repertoire for our partners and enable them to be able to sell the maximum amount to their customer without having to go to different vendors. And we support all of those services just like we support Snom. So that's a really nice point that you hit on is, I mean, as good as you are in one field, it creates that symbiotic relationship of us being able to support the entire solution for those partners.
And you customize it for each of your customers. So like I can call you up and say, hey, which I did the other day, we're coming out with a new product and I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you this product and you need to make it work for this customer. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you need to do it. And you're like, okay, we got it. We'll do it. And it works, you know, you guys can do that. And we can't because we just have, there's too many, right? And we have to have somebody who can support it and help that customer through the whole process. So
maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think between Snom and Telin, we got the best engineers on the planet. So we'll make it work.
Yeah, we do.
Well, thank you so much, Pam,
Yeah.
for coming in and doing this interview with us. We couldn't appreciate the support that we get from Snom in this relationship. So I really appreciate this, and it's been a great conversation. I think it's been educational for the partners out there watching. Whether you're a current partner or a new partner, reach out to myself or Pam, and we're like salt and pepper, peanut butter and jelly. We'll be able to help no matter what.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's great. Love this event. It's been awesome, and look forward to many more.
Many more to come.